United, good evening and welcome back to Greece here in Piraeus. It's the FIBA Women's EuroBasket, the first semifinal, and it's between France and Spain. As usual, well-supported French fans traveling down to support them here. Lithuania falling to Czechia and Turkey falling to Germany earlier today. They will battle for the last remaining spot on Sunday for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup tournaments. And you can see France, Spain, the winner of this game plays the winner of the next semifinal, Belgium and Italy. And Belgium coming up later tonight against Italy, Belgium, the defending champions. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Zania Stewart. Here we are again, and when you know it, another potential classic showdown between Spain and France.
A showdown indeed. I'm super excited for this one. And both teams 4-0, winning their group out, and then Spain's quarterfinal was up against Czechia 88-81. Czechia came out in that first half, really gave it to Spain, pretty much played Spanish-style basketball, didn't back down, but the Señoritas indeed came in that second half and locked in and focused and got over the finish line as they get here to the semifinals.
Yeah, Miguel Mendez's team, they were pushed hard by Czechia. Czechia maybe, they could have won that game yesterday, but you know what, or in their quarterfinal rather, you got to play the 40 minutes, and Spain do have the DNA of champions. We've seen it so many times. And against this French team, well, they've had a lot of success beating them in EuroBasket Women's Finals in 2013, 2017, and 2019. But having watched this French team, it feels like kind of a new era, a different style, a new attitude, and I'm anticipating a classic tonight.
And they absolutely dominated in that quarterfinal game versus Lithuania, 83-81. They are averaging 89 points, but it was just the three-point shooting. When it rains, it pours, they say, and they hit 10 three-pointers in that quarterfinal, also getting great production from their bench. This is going to be a tough game. Coach Tupan has this team playing on, you know, a different style, firing on all cylinders. The French are fun to watch.
France making it to the Olympic final, the gold medal game.
Yeah.
Almost beating USA last summer. Of course, 6 of the players from that team in this team. And the new word in France is win. So we'll see if they keep winning tonight. Players on the court for the national anthems.
First, the national anthem of Spain. Please remain standing for the national anthem of France.
Oh, Jeff. Always my favorite part of international basketball. Singing your national anthem loud and proud as both teams meet in the center of the floor, will exchange pins or implements, and probably the last few hugs. These women play each other all through their domestic league and against each other for many, many years. So that's the nice part, all done and dusted, and it's going to be game time.
Well, the referees got to silence from Latvia, the crew chief in the middle, Julio Naya from Panama on the left, and Martin Morzov from Bulgaria on the right.
Great.
And if you've made it this far in the tournament, I think it's generally accepted that you've done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them for getting this this big game today. Starting 5 for Spain: Mariana Ortiz, Alba Torrens, Maria Araujo, Alba Pham, and Andrea Vilaro. Buenavida, Echare, Ayuso, Cuello, Carrera, and Ginzo coming off the bench. And boy, Ayuso was absolutely sensational in that last game, but so was Carrera, just a career game.
Yeah, she was outstanding there. 31 points and 19 from the free throw line.
Just doesn't seem possible.
Well, she made it happen. She's been outstanding for this Spanish team.
Yeah, led by Miguel Mendez, who continues to keep that momentum in Spanish basketball, going through a transition. And there's just, again, a winning mentality that you have to kind of breed, and they breed it about as well as anybody.
Yeah. And the funny thing about Carrera, who's obviously the main key player, but she's coming off the bench.
Starting 5 for France will be Valeriana Yayi, Ileana Rupert, Janelle Salon, Mina Torre, and Romy Bernice, with Berchamp, Foposi, Badian, Pui, Jalitati, Lafont, and Astier coming off the bench for Don Ame Tupon.
So that's the same starting 5. Spain changing it up with Villarroel, and here's Salon just playing outstanding basketball. 18 points, ranked 4th in the EuroBasket there with 78% from the floor, but she's just doing a lot. But what she is doing also is getting to the free throw line. That's the important part.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see right now Salon not making the All-Star 5 at least for her performance, and could end up challenging for the MVP award. Of course, 2 biggest games are coming now. There's Coach Prekas from Greece, and Pavlopoulou to the left, the point guard who played so well in that quarterfinal where they just came up short against coming into this thinking that, the last group phase game against Turkey. And well, they're spectators today.
Well, I'm really interested to see how Spain guard France. You know, they've been shooting so well from the 3-point strike. France shooting 43.3%. Anytime you can get in that 40s percentage is a great stat. And so I think Spain have to be up under them, potentially run them off the 3-point line.
Yeah, Jean-Aimé Toupon, I think, just kind of brought just as a neutral observer this season every so often, just a relaxed confidence to this team. Good late afternoon here in Piraeus, Greece. The FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 semifinal, the first semifinal underway between Spain and France. Spain winning the opening tip and attacking the basket to the left. Alba Pham tapping it to Ortiz. Ortiz over to Torrens, and Torrens comes out and misses everything with her first shot. Of course, she's been the MVP of the EuroBasket 2017.
Yes. Very well decorated player, their veteran and their captain, and actually has gone number 8 in EuroBasket scoring with 720 points. So no doubt she'll keep shooting.
So France now with their first attempt, and Mina Torre, and they call an offensive foul on Rupert, getting locked up there, guarded down low by Vilaro. Interesting. Trying to post up. Watch this. Yeah, she's right. He was absolutely on it. Martin Horzov. She hooked her, trying to get position. Ortiz gets it to Pham.
Lovely job from Pham coming down. And we've spoken multiple times about young stars coming up. She's 19, just turned 19 in this tournament.
Here's Salon. Torre to repair. Salon, she's been outstanding early in game shooting it, but misses her first attempt. Going behind the back, Ortiz. Bernice is a great defender. Stays in front. Repair got a hand on that. And Awa Pham coming out and doing all the shooting right now. She misses her second attempt. Berenice, oh, look at that. They left her, and she took it. Reverse layup.
And good for her. You know, she's not known for her scoring, but obviously can at this level. She's an assist-type point guard, but when you're wide open, you shoot that reverse.
Torrens, born to thrill. Bounce pass inside, Ortiz!
Reverse layup. Back-to-back for both teams. And a lovely pass from Torrance.
Now Torre drives in and scores.
So both teams now settled into this game. Back-to-back buckets.
Here's Torrens running off. Pham laying it up and in. Little runner.
At 36 years old.
Feels like she's had a rebirth of sorts.
Yeah, and hey, there's a zone here for Spain. Interesting. And now they break into a man-to-man.
Here's Salon working down low against Araujo.
Interesting.
Can't stress enough how good Salon has been in this EuroBasket.
But just been aggressive. You know, she knows exactly where she wants to be.
Ortiz has maybe a little size advantage, a little spinning move. Good job, Bernice, staying in front. Coupon trying to get him to stretch it out. And Corinne swoops in for the rebound.
Find the mismatch against Pham, but Ayayi breaks it up.
Balu Ayayi fouled by Ortiz. She tries to break up the floor.
Look at this. Just kind of, they're trying to find Pham at 6'4", on Ayayi at 6 foot.
Well, Ayayi, part of that Olympic team, big part.
Yeah, massive part.
Also, EuroLeague Women champion this season with Prague. And the captain of this French team. Here she is, Balu Ayayi, driving in and banking it for the bucket.
Yeah, stunning shot. Took the hit of the defense as well. The kiss of the glass.
Torrens gets to the baseline. Her pass intended was deflected by France, but Velado picks it up. Ortiz looks up at the shot clock. She's got to get it up. Nowhere to go. Turnaround. And Bernice swoops in for the rebound. High dribble from Ayayi is swatted out of bounds by Araujo, the power forward.
Great defense from her. Keeps that hand up at the last second, just swats it out.
Bernice gets it inbounds to Torre, who's really been fearless for France. A staple in the starting lineup. Ayayi for three. You got it.
And Fam getting sucked in because she's having to match up with Ayayi. She's used to being under the bucket, and they exploit that.
Cross pass to Fam. Oh, double. She spins, turns, good footwork in the end by Alwa Fam.
Beautiful spin move. And you know, she's starting over Carrera and is doing a good job. They call it a travel, they do.
Traveling indeed. I thought Alwa Fam was a little shaky in the game against Czechia. She's had a good start today.
Yeah.
And Ayayi definitely has kind of
she didn't score.
Done well. Yeah.
And then obviously Carrera went off for 31, so there was no need to sub it back in.
Yeah, I think she had a little bit of fumbleitis. Maybe with a point to prove today. One of the players is just scratching the surface of her potential. Alwa Fam. Bounce pass to Ortiz. Araujo from the elbow. Counted.
Really nice basketball from Spain. Multiple actions, everyone touching it, making France have to guard multiple, you know, offensive movements, screens. Lovely job.
To the corner, Berenice. Berenice drives. Good hands, Ortiz knocking it. Maybe it was Velado knocking it out of her hands. And Ortiz curious, looking over. Do you want to challenge it?
Ortiz got it in. Just put her hand in. Just in time. 3.9 seconds. They've got time.
Off the inbounds to Ayayi, and she may have forced that one up. Araujo guarded closely by, oh, look at that. Balu Ayayi just takes it right away and is going to go in for the layup. Uncontested, unmolested.
Great defense. Just absolutely smothered her and stole it right out of her hands.
Ayayi really, I think, having her best start in the game against Switzerland, her best start in the tournament. Oh, Minitori coming up and then getting the evil stare.
Well, the intensity is definitely there. Look at this steal. Just being a pest, wide open down the other end. Puts up France 3.
Lacan checks in for Berenice. Usual protocol. Good start for Berenice. 2 assists to go with her first bucket of the game. Interesting drive, and the foul is Araujo trying to force her way into the lane, and free throws for Spain.
Patient whistle here. That's a tough call.
Yep, fouls on Ayayi. She's got 7 points, but now she's got a foul.
It's just her first, right? Yep.
So Turin steps out, and you can see that Araujo is really working hard out there, working up a sweat. Of course, it's been pretty hot in Athens.
Yusso comes in, who's been just wonderful. And one of the big reasons why Spain score 38 points off of the bench.
Oh, look at that. Araujo read it beautifully. Goes in and is fouled by Leila Lacan.
Read that. Snatched it away. Goes to the line for 2.
It's coming back to Spain from Mersin. Araujo to play for Valencia. Makes the first. Of course, by being in this game, by being in the semifinals, Spain and France know they will be playing at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup tournaments, one of them. Trying to make it to Germany for next year.
Little full court press here from Spain, trying to slow France down, or speed them up, should I say.
Yeah, Spain with the lead, 14-13. Lacan, tough drive, good rebound from Badian.
Traveling.
Wow.
Looks like she's in a fair bit of pain here.
Oh boy.
And just winded. And they see just an elbow to the stomach. That will,
so Cuello down.
yeah, will wind
Now
you.
she's up.
See the elbow. And good choice. The ladies on the floor said don't come on to the doctors and physios, because if they do come on, then she has to sub out. So averaging those 5 points. 5.5, so that's good that she's up and walking that one off.
Tori's going to come out and be replaced by Pauline Astier. So this will be a good test for Astier guarding Ayuso. This will be a good test for Ayuso going up against Astier. One of the real up-and-comers in European basketball. All of Fan. Backs her way down, turn. Wow. Using her size to good effect. Spain. Spain leading by 3. Salon from the left corner, getting blocked, gets it back. Great defense by Vilaro. Ayayi puts it up and banks it in.
Going to be big for this team. Somehow makes it work.
France wanting to turn over, but she kept it. There's Pham, has it kind of knocked away, or she kind of fumbled it, gets it back.
See here, look at this. Villarreal comes over, just gets her fingertips to it.
Fofosi is going to come in for Ayayi as we look at that last bucket from Ayayi.
And 2 defenders were in her face too.
She's got 9 points, Ayayi, so she's had a good first quarter.
Guys, thank you. Thank you.
Amazing first quarter for the veteran, playing 7 minutes.
Spain leading by 1. Good defense, Lacon. France getting the hands up on defense, making it very difficult. Astier to Fofosi. Fofosi fouled by Ayuso. It's only the second team foul on Spain.
Spain used their fouls very intelligently. Yeah, Ayuso feels, just needs to get her hands in. And here comes Raquel Herrera, who's
well,
just...
You kind of think, oh wow, finally we get Awa Pham out of the lineup, and then Raquel Carrera comes in.
Yes.
It doesn't get any easier.
No. And she's been playing wonderfully these last couple of games.
Salon from the elbow. Now Ayuso, look at her footwork and move, and then misses the shot. She does sometimes use that right hand on the left side of the basket, but not that time. Fofosi from the left, and it goes! The confidence shown by these players making their EuroBasket women debuts has been something else.
And their first 3 that they've
For both
hit.
of these teams, in fact. Yeah, crucially.
We talked about how they're going to shoot from 3 in this game.
Here's Carrera, Badian, traveling. Well, she just didn't put a foot wrong in that last game.
Yeah. Let's see what this is. This is the rattling Fofosi 3.
So
That
France leading
yeah.
by 2
Yeah.
with 59.5 seconds to go in this first quarter.
Gone into that zone again, 2-3, and then they randomly break out into a man-to-man. So it just changing up the defensive looks.
Badian lost the dribble, looked like she dribbled off her foot. Ginzo. Good patience from Ginzo, but then missed a shot. She's hit in the head.
Yeah, patient whistle from...
Berchant. I think it's Berchant that fouled her. It is indeed.
Yeah, patient whistle though from the referee. Waited, saw that she got hit in the face and then was affected by that hit.
Brochon, yep. Got her good, so Ginzo going to the line. She had a couple of good moves against Czechia and that big comeback yesterday, or 2 days ago for Spain.
She's just been solid, you know, 27 years old and into her second EuroBasket.
She'll be playing, I think, she's going to DVTK on third. Bilauro, great minutes from her. She checks out. And Elena Buenavida comes into the game for the first time, number 2 for Spain. Here's Lacon. Spain's really playing with a lot of intensity.
Great defense here.
Defense, stealing it right away, but then Lacon almost getting it back.
Wow. Spanish defense, they're changing it up. They look at in a zone, then they go to man, then they 3-woman switch out. They don't want the small player in, so they trade out the post, the carrera. Really lovely defense from Spain.
Final seconds ticking off the clock, and good defense. SDA knocks it away. Lacon gets it up. And that is a good indicator how tight this game is. 18 apiece. Both teams getting after each other. France 18, Spain 18 at the end of one.
Well, 3 lead changes already in this first quarter. 2 from 5 though, 40% for France. Spain only shooting 1-3, but Spain getting to the free throw line where France haven't got there yet. So here are the first quarter best plays. Really, we went punch for punch, pound for pound. Fam got on the board very quickly. This was the nice reverse layup that got France going. But we definitely got ourselves a game, Jeff. As it's 18 apiece, not much in it. And who's gonna start to chip away and open up this lead? Got a lot of basketball to play, and I'm excited about it.
Well, it's been a fascinating start to the game. Yayi playing her 4th game against Spain at the women's EuroBasket. She's already scored as many points as in her 3 previous games combined against the Spain team. In fact, she's already scored more points than combined. So scanning the barcode, folks, to get Courtside 1891 in your smartphone. And if you do that, well, it gets you live streams that you can watch, extended highlights, and allows you to stay up to date with the world of international basketball. There is, see some of the Greek players, of course, were in Greece. Yayi, today 9 points. She's averaging 13.3 points. Greece, hoping they could make the quarterfinals, just missed out.
Yeah,
and as the main host, obviously that's a disappointment, but I think they played hard and they gave it their all. And certainly, again, getting a look at Pavlopolo and Basula and Spanu, they all played their hearts out, really. Here's Lacon driving in, scoring.
Tough move. Nice poised crossover. Exactly where she wanted to go.
Buenavida. Backdoor cut is there. Missed the layup. Astier is so good off the dribble. Marianne gets it out to Brochon, who can shoot it. And so far, that three-point shooting that's been so important for France hasn't been working yet. Ayuso has the ball blocked out of bounds.
Ayuso asking for a foul. Look at the replay. She stays up.
And they get a layup anyway. This one from Puello. Exciting times watching both of these national teams in a little bit of transition. Kind of the new generations. Astier sees the lane open, then she gets it over to Badian. Rattles out. Nevertheless, France come up with the basketballs, 20 apiece. Lacon again gets in for the layup.
That's a sensational move.
Well, she's looked a different player since the start of the second quarter.
But that first step, the explosion, we've seen back-to-back buckets from her.
Hounding Ayuso, but she handles the pressure well and gets in, but misses the layup. We've seen that a few times for Spain. They're able to get to the basket, which is a good sign. Just got to make it. Astier, nowhere to go. Gets it back. Badian for three. This time rattles it in.
The defense falls down. Badian just steps outside the three-point. Foul here.
Astier called for the foul just as Ayuso was getting to midcourt. Torrey coming back in as we look at the replay, and this is the last bucket for Lacon.
Wide open. Really help the defense. Doesn't have time to come over. Her bench and her team love it as they get on their feet.
Puello has it taken away by Foposi. Oh, they have grabbed her. Foposi pulls up. Torre wide open, that's long. Oh, she regrets not driving to the basket there. She has hit some big three-pointers. And it goes, oh, great basketball by Spain, but the foul before the shot.
Spain doing a good job cutting back doors, multiple action, and just putting pressure on France there. You see it, the back cut. And yes, it's not free throws, but
they really look well prepared for this game. Miguel Mendez is obviously, and his coaching staff have scouted this game well. They're getting opportunities at this end. And they're also playing pretty good defense at the other end. Here is Carrera tied up. And the one player that perhaps you'd fear most in this Spain team so far hasn't gotten off, and that's Carrera.
Well, it's a good job from France. What do? They double team her. They throw two bodies at her, but she brings the ball down. Then Bernice can come in and calls that jump ball. You've got to keep the ball high.
Badian three was her first three at the EuroBasket, by the way. Here's Lacon. Looks up the floor. There's Touré. And that's just too much for France. What are you going to do with it? You want to push it, but you got to value the possession a little bit more. Buena Vida drives in. Oh. Buena Vida's fouled.
I really like Buena Vida. Played basketball domestically at Valencia, where a bunch of these Spanish players have played together. But, you know, 21 years old, not afraid, drives in there, gets tangled up.
I think that's a good call because she's got her, she's kind of like draped over a little bit, getting her own arm.
Lacon, also great contribution from her. Those two layups giving her 4 points.
So Lacon goes out. She's got two fouls. Salon, Badian, good defense, Badian. And again, Carrera, who didn't put a foot wrong against Czechia, has yet to really find her way into the game.
Both teams, though, with 7 turnovers already. They're quite low in turnovers. 13.
Salon wide open. Ayuso. Look at that D from France. Be careful they don't hold. Ayuso, nowhere to go. Carrera for three. That's more like it! Raquel Carrera's first points.
And her ability to stretch the floor is wonderful. Here goes that zone, that little fake dummy man-to-man zone.
Torre, beautiful bounce pass to Badien, who's really becoming a factor maybe at the right time for this team.
Well executed. They wanted that switch on the defense and put that right on the plate.
Good D from Salon, but Puello gets it back. Buena Vida sizes it up. Oh, I just wonder if, well, kind of like she used her right arm. This is Carrera.
Shot it in rhythm. Here's Torre, look at that. Nice bounce pass on the money. All she had to do is catch and go up. Torre, on the other hand, is saying Buena Vida kind of hooked her and played into that foul. Pair back into the game.
Back in the game. Oh, has it knocked away. Here comes Ayayi once again in the open floor and an uncontested layup. And Miguel Mendez takes a timeout.
Look at this. Just reads it, picks the pocket, and she's off to the races again. That's her second steal.
And bucket.
And bucket.
Pass play bucket.
Yes. Veteran. 31 years old. Still doing it just as well as she did. French fans running timeout. Spain.
Ese pick and roll central de ahí, no lo cambiamos, ni en matchup ni hostia, ni aunque estemos de la defensa zona individual, y aunque sea el cambio, vamos a pasar de la zona individual en ese bloqueo, pero sin cambiarlo, ¿vale? Y si es individual, vamos a un salto corto y volvemos. Están metiendo bandejas, de uno por uno, que metan bandejas, hay que ser mucho más física, mucho más física. Tiene un 31 la primera. España.
Well, Valu Ayayi already with 3 steals, which is a joint high for her at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. She also had 3 steals in a game back in EuroBasket 2021 against Croatia and also against Slovenia. So Valu gets another steal. She's going to have a career high. And I know our colleague, Shona Thorburn, thought that Ayayi had a really good chance coming into this tournament to have a big tournament, special tournament. And the play has been so good from some of her teammates that she's been kind of overshadowed. But here in money time, she's coming up big. And Bernice, oh boy, that was a moving screen on Carrera. And look at that French defense. They are tenacious.
Knees hit, comes off, just gets caught up. Carrera, so Coach Mendez will be happy with that.
6-point advantage for Le Bleu. Torre drives, scores, and the foul on Buena Vida. And that's where Torre is really tough. Good shooter, but when she drives to the basket, it is hard to stop her.
Well, in that timeout from Coach Mendez, my Spanish is a little rusty, but he did talk about the pick and roll defense. That time they didn't switch, she fought through, and that's where she took advantage, drove, and won.
France have their biggest lead of the game, 32-23. Torre, 5 points tonight. Of course, she hit the big shot against Turkey. A couple of big shots against Turkey. Here is the pass inside, much better for Spain.
Drop from Pham.
A little bit of a twin tower combination of Awa Pham and Raquel Carrera for Spain. And you also have good size with Torrens, and you need it against France because they're big. Niña Torre gets it up. Torrens gets into the lane. Looking to move it. Carrera back outside to Ayuso.
Trying
pass deflected. Bernice picks it up. Oh, and Salon goes in and scores. And again, France in transition.
Doing a great job in transition. That's 6 fast break points for them now. But as soon as Spain choke up the ball, France are on the run.
Oh, beautiful pass. Buena Vida is able to finish it. Nice finish with the left hand. So breakneck pace here.
Wait.
Look at that.
Nice. Really lovely. Buena Vida goes that cut back door, and that was what was successful for Spain in that first quarter. Those cuts, those back doors, setting up their defense. Buena Vida.
Let's go down to the bench.
On commence à... Vous allez comprendre que gagner, c'est ces petites choses-là, Roman. Ouais, mais pardon, ça fait 4 points. De grâce, quand on est en attaque, qu'on n'a rien, bougez-moi la balle.
Fam doing a lovely job asserting herself for this Spanish team. She has 8 points, 4 from 5, smash into the basket. Doing her part to try and push her team into the finals.
Look at that. She had a game to forget against Czechia. 4 turnovers, no points, but tonight she has 8 points, 4-5, and I don't want to say that you're looking at the future of Spain. You're looking at part of the future. They got so many good young players.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we haven't spoken about Martin. Sadly, has gone down with, she's ill, but she's been a massive part of the young generation as the baton is, being handed over. Torrance obviously a big part of this veteranship.
That's right. Yanni Martin unwell, not able to play against Czechia, and also missing today, and we would expect Sunday. That would be a devastating blow for most teams, but a team like Spain has a lot of quality.
Yeah, and they've got a fair few point guards anyway.
Oh, nice passing inside. Oh my goodness. Spain just playing at an elite level on that possession, getting a layup, trying to reel France back in. Here's Valou, and Pui might have gotten away with a push. Bernice. Offensive rebound, Salon, and the foul.
But France doing a good job there. 2 offensive rebounds. There it is. Look at that. 6 offensive rebounds to the Spanish 0. Just putting that pressure on. And that's what it's going to come down to. Who can get second opportunities, as they've already scored 7 points from their second chance.
Ayayi stops and gets up another one.
So good, yeah. Just, the patience for her to stop on the dime, let the defense fly by, then shoot it is elite work.
Big pass again to Pham. Pham gets blocked this time.
Wow.
Oh, wow. 2 free throws.
I'll have to see that replay because I thought that was all ball.
Well, let's put it this way. She got a lot of ball, but maybe she pushed off. Wow, boy, that's a tough call on Rupert. But he's closer to the action, so, I mean, that was just one shot that we saw. And Pham makes the free throw, so 36-30. Fam has the physique and the talent to, who knows,
Yeah, 11 points.
one day dominate this game.
Make it 12. He's been averaging just over 5 points. And already at 12. So a little full court press here by Spain.
Here's something to think about, to chew on. Spain, 10 turnovers so far, the most that they've had in the first half at this EuroBasket. So this kind of shows what they're going up against here. And what a block from Fam, but Salon gets it and puts it up and in. For goodness me, Fam, a factor on both ends of the court today.
But good job, France again. Doesn't matter if you get the block, you stuck with it and got the basket.
11 second chance points for France, 0 for Spain. Carrera whips it over to Fam. Now Fam spins, turns, gets it up. Ayayi rebounds and runs, and then is fouled by Carrera. So that's that's 2 on Mariano Ortiz.
There's the block, but it doesn't matter. Okay, that's pretty. And when I'm teaching my young players, okay, the block, it looks great, but who gets the ball? It usually gets batted out of bounds or stays in, and France stick with it.
Badian. Oh! Spain dodged the bullet there.
Fam got her hand in just in time.
Perrins from a long way out. Yayi open. Fam with another rebound. Perrins from deep. This is everything. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the first half. France aren't going to wait around. They're going to turn it over and give Spain an opportunity here.
Way too soon. You want to slow that ball down. You've given Spain an opportunity to cut into this lead. Coach Tupan is saying, come on. Timeout. Coach Mendes probably wants to draw up something successful.
So France have called the timeout.
Have they?
Well,
oh, see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strangely, but I think it's Spain ball.
Yeah, it is.
So
okay,
we'll go down and listen.
Les filles, le match n'est pas fini, on joue à l'envers. Cette passe-là, tu as besoin de la faire. Mais je m'en fous que ce soit toi, c'est elle qui a la balle. Okay, allez. Vous voulez perdre le match? Allez. Et on change sur tous les écrans. Allez, let's go. Allez, blanc rouge, force. Allez.
I think that's direct and precise from Coach Tupan. Stat that came up there though, 11 second chance points for France, 0 for Spain, and they also winning the offensive board, 7 rebounds. And that's, you know, when you look at the numbers and we crunch, and that's our jobs, that's what you start to see, small moments. Well, 5.1 seconds, Jeff. Can Spain score here?
Oh, they very definitely can score. Ayuso inbounds it, gets it back. Final seconds ticking off the clock. And Ayuso, well, she waited just that little bit too long. Has to maybe understand the Copa de la Reina MVP this season with Hydras out of Murcia. 38-31, France on top of Spain at halftime in the first semifinal of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket here in Piraeus, Greece.
Well, the biggest lead was 9, so Spain managing but 3 from 13 now. I wanted to see how France shot, 23%, only 1 hit for Spain, so both teams not really shooting well from the three-point line, but the rebounding, 18-11 for France. That's great. The assists, kind of the same, but the turnovers, 10 turnovers. Usually Spain turnover other teams. Ayayi has been outstanding, 13 points, and also the young Fam is leading the way. Here's our key players. Salon with 6, Carrera with 3.
Well, Spain haven't taken that many free throws. They've taken 8. They're 8 of 8, and they continue to make free throws. So that could end up being a big factor going down the stretch as well. I'm sure that Mendez is going to make some adjustments, but let's look back at some of the highlights, and really Spain had a good start to the game.
Yeah, they did, you know, and they answered back, and we spoke about their defense, what they're trying to do. They're changing on the fly, giving France different looks. But when they do break down, either in the pick and roll or the switch, they're trying to talk. France really punish them, and that's where the difference in levels sometimes you get, you know, higher and higher. They look for exactly where they mess up, and they pick them apart. So France winning that quarter, 20-13. Both teams head into the locker rooms, lots to play for. Only a 7-point game. And the vet, Ayayi, this was a pretty move. Stopped on the dime, let it fly. Beautiful rotation in the air. She has 13 points and leads all scorers for France. Which Tupan has done his job also. So what are France able to do? Spain will come back.
38-31, France on top of Spain at halftime.
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday. This is now.
Feel our presence, built on strength
and drive. Not rising, we are arriving. Not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement. Constant, relentless.
Every cut, every pass, every shot.
Earned.
Taken.
Undeniable. The future, it's already here.
Forged in sweat,
Ruled by queens.
When we move, the whole game shifts.
And we're unstoppable in all directions. We own the game.
Oh, goes through the hands of Bouchon. And good hustle back by Astier. Gets it down low. Here is the move from Shumparaita. Poloshinska passes down to the low block. Good footwork, and she's fouled as well. Good move from Chekova. Onar's to the corner to Uzun, who's yet to get it going. Backs up. Nice bounce pass to Onar, and she's fouled on the play by Pasa. Chance for a three-point play. And driving right in, but missing the shot, Chekova. And now Spain can go back in front. Ayuso into the paint. How'd she score that? That was some quality right there. Look at her. Vamos, she says. Nice pass. See how Booner can have some success against Messamon. No, she cannot. Messamon, the master, coming up with the block. Julie Van Loo and gets. Are you kidding me? Oh, great block by Keys.
How about this defense?
We've seen them get a couple of blocks of layups today. She is. Phoebe trying to stick with her.
How?
Oh my gosh. I mean, Phoebe couldn't have done anything else. We're knotted. It's winning time in overtime. It's Andalusini. She turns and gets it to go finally. And that's why you continue to trust in Chechi, because she will figure out a way to get an opportunity. Okay, Alfred Onan has it. She dribbles. She puts the pressure on. She gets it back to Uzun. She puts it up from the elbow. Got it! We've got overtime! Unbelievable finish! Incredible! She has been utterly sensational in the closing stages. Uzun has forced overtime Turkey in Italy in the quarterfinal. And a game this great probably deserves it, to be honest.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world.
Well, who would have thunk it? Awa Pham, the leading scorer from Spain, shut out against Czechia, but coming out today and scored 12 points and looking very good in doing so. That's quite a presence out there.
Yeah, and 5 from 7, 71% from the floor, so 4 rebounds. And they're looking for her. I like it, you know, demanding the ball, nice little footwork in the paint. 6'4", great body, gets up and over the defense. Good job, Awa Pham.
Well, France can expect Pham to certainly be a major factor in this second half for Spain.
Yeah, and it's funny they start her, you know, even you would think Carrera would start for this team, but they give her the opportunity, and there's her shot chart. Lots of green around the rim. So she leads all scorers for Spain.
For France, meanwhile, captain Valou Yayi, 31 years of age and playing like she's maybe 10 years younger, except with a lot of experience. She's been great today.
She has been, but it's that defense, you know, smothering, constantly being a pest. She's got out with 2 steals and really showing you know, true class as an elite French player. And we'll look for her in this second half. You know exactly what you're going to get from Valerie Ayayi. There's her second steal and also a champion, you know. At Praha, we got to see her at the Paris Olympic Games for them at home, and that was, you know, a heartbreak. Was it Gabby Williams on the line to potentially win, you know, take it into overtime? So she knows what it takes, and there's her shot chart. She's 6 from 11 from the floor, so lovely picture as she punches the air.
Well, you got to bear in mind, France have won all 6 of their semifinals when leading at halftime, and of course, also they've won their last 21 games at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket when leading at the half. But the last time they lost when leading at halftime was against Turkey back in 2015, so a decade ago. Spain, meanwhile, lost 4 of their 5 semifinals at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket when trailing at halftime, but they did get a win, albeit 32 years ago.
That's all in the past.
That was against Slovakia. Wow, 1993.
Right now.
Yeah, we're talking about the here and the now, and you know, I guess coming into this, I think most people would have maybe given France the edge before this EuroBasket women, and but there is a, you know, there's a sharpness to this game of Spain. You know, there's no lack of intensity today, and hey, France are going to have to beat them over the 40 minutes.
They are, for sure. And also, this is the semi-final, right? Spain knows what it takes. They're going to have to come out with intensity. I think the first 2 to 3 minutes in this third quarter is going to be super important. Who impose their will, who gets defensive stops, who gets out. I think that will really, both these teams are emotional. They punch the air, they scream, they really run off, you know, emotional plays. So I think these first moments are going to be very crucial.
Well, yeah, you certainly, again, just having a great game. She scored a total of 12 points in her previous 4 appearances in the semifinals. And today she already has 13 at halftime. So I think it just kind of shows how this is a national team that is in transition. It's a new generation, and if you're a fan of France, you have to be excited. But I think equally, if you're a fan of Spanish basketball, you've seen so many greats leave, yet the cupboard is not bare, and when you look back at both of these national team programs and you see success in the youth ranks, you know, it's inevitable that you're going to have the senior teams play well.
Yeah, and they've got a nice mix, right? We're seeing the under-20s, the under-19 players like the FAMs, the Buenavidas, the young players on both teams getting a chance to step up to the senior women's team, and that's important. That immersion, that experience, you can't doubt that. You know what I mean? That experience is big time. To play at this level, to play at the speed, the physicality, and haven't drop off one bit is big. Offensive rebounding for France has
I'm
been
curious
huge.
if you were to compare these two teams,
Tell me.
which team has grown more in this tournament? They both won a bunch of their games.
Well, they're
I would think
4-0.
that, yeah, I would think that maybe Spain, but then again, I don't know.
No, I think Spain's been tested more than France. You know, that overtime versus Sweden was outstanding. That game was really intense and got tested, and then Czechia then pushed them, and they've managed to answer those tests, you know, when they've been called. But France have really dominated.
Well, except Turkey. I mean, Turkey could have beat them if they made their free throws.
Yes.
They would have beaten them.
2-point game.
Yeah, it was a 2-point game.
2-point game. So, yes, that's the only game. But I think also Spain's bench has been solid, and I think this is the first time that Spain's matched up with a bench that doesn't drop off, where in the group stage we found that when teams went 8, 9, 10, the intensity, they're able to score really fell off. But now France go deep into their bench and got talent and can score, and that is something that they haven't met.
Well, it's crazy, you know, basketball game to game, you just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody would project that FAM. Yeah, it is. It is, Forrest. Hey, scan in the barcode to get the FIBA Women's EuroBasket app into your smartphone. All kinds of good information.
Well, hanging around with you, Jeff, my dad jokes do get better and better, I must admit.
Yes, I help you improve there. Second half action is underway. France attacking the basket to the left now, wearing the white. Pressure on Spain as they try to come back. And Spain can put points on the board in a hurry. Here's Rupert, drives in for the layup. Just so clinical. So just first bucket for Rupert.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's eager to get going.
Just going to say that. She had 2 fouls, so kind of got her out of rhythm.
Pham has it down low, going up against Rupert. Oh, nice footwork. Oh, look at her go. Oh, my goodness. Pham. The first 3 letters in the word famoso, or famous. That's what she's going to be.
Yeah.
14 points.
Who's that going to be against?
It's going to be against Velaro, excuse me.
It is. That's going back. Here's a good fake. Rupert, that's a nice matchup, those two. They're going at it for sure. Rupert goes to the basket, then lovely footwork from Pham to add to her total today.
Salon relatively quiet today. Here she is, kind of a line drive. Good D from Carrera. It started the second half. And Carrera does not take on, no, now she is going to take on Rupert. Gets it out to Torrens. And Torrens having a hard time. Here's Bernice hustling, getting to the basketball, gets it over to Rupert. Bernice. Pass it back outside. Yayi, short.
Today, 3-point shot, 3 from 14. He hit 10 in their last game against Lithuania.
Ortiz has been pretty quiet from a scoring standpoint. Here she goes. Well, passes again, back outside to Carrera. That was short. Quick outlet pass to Salon. She might go all the way, she might pull up, and she elects to pull it back out. Miniature for 3, got it. She is not afraid, folks. Number 28 is great.
And she really makes the defense pay. She watches what they do. If they go under, she lets it go. If they go over, she drives.
Torrens tries to get to the baseline. She misses. Rupert with the rebound. France up by 10. Feels like in this French team, you got a few more killers than normal.
Yeah.
Salon, Rupert, Toure, Yayi. I mean, just keep naming. You got a lot of confidence in all those players, and free throws coming for Rupert.
Sorry, look at this, just a little crossover, sees Velaro step back, give her enough space. So let that 3 go. So Rupert to the free throw line. This is the first.
Well, Miniature came into this game having hit 3 of 11. She did have that 1-3 against Turkey. That was big. She's hit one tonight. Here's Rupert and misses both free throws. Well, that's perhaps a little worrying for France. And Torrens goes all the way in. How about that? What explosiveness.
Great job from Torrens to come out from that missed free throw and just attack the other way.
4-point swing, nice play though. Toure gets blocked by Carrera. Spain raising it a notch.
Good help defense.
And Bernice called for the block as she stays in front of Torrens.
4 blocks for Spain now. We've seen Pham on a couple of those. And Carrera, lovely help defense. Because this is a wide open layup.
Wow.
And she goes, nope.
Not in this house. think that was the Spain fan section. Tupon knows there's a long way to go in this. Oh boy, big foul. Rupert picks up third foul. So she's going to come out. She's kind of having a tough game.
Yeah.
Badian has been enjoying a little more success in this one.
She just played under 12 minutes, Rupert. She got into that early foul trouble in the first half.
Look at Turin. Just scored on that drive. Here's Carrera. She had the big defensive play. Driving in and is fouled by Yayi. Great job by Raquel Carrera. And you know when she goes to the line, she doesn't miss. I don't want to jinx her. Just putting that out there. She was 19 of 19 against Czechia.
What's so great about Carrera is that, you know, she's a post player, but is so skilled. It says she falls into our cameraman and the LED
but
light.
I think that's a good call. I mean, Yayi was moving her feet, but kind of moving into her a little bit. That's how I looked at that.
Look,
oh my goodness.
See?
I just can't believe that happened, nor can any Czech basketball fan, because she didn't miss anything 2 days ago.
It's commentator's curse, you don't know. There it is. 1 from 2. 4 points, and like we said, that 31 against Czechia was incredible.
Torre, she just had the shot blocked. Oh, and she gets blocked again. Spain sending some messages out on defense.
That's the 5th block for Spain. Good switch by Pham. Has to turn around right at the end there.
Puello in the game for Spain as well right now. Bernice able to get it to Badian. Salon puts it up with the shot clock about to expire. Here comes Spain. Suddenly a little bit of momentum in the air, or momentum with the team from the Iberian Peninsula. Nice move, Carrera. Oh boy, and almost kind of ridden out of bounds by Minho Torre. Here comes Bernice. She gets it to Torre, saves it.
That's a good catch by Torre on the baseline there.
Good catch and right decision not to shoot it. Badian guarded, drives in by Pham, and oh boy. Fouled. Looked like she threw the ball underneath the backboard, but going to the line, and maybe Pham. Oh, she just got the hand right at the end of that.
There.
Not in this house, my friend. That is impressive stuff from our fan. She has been terrific today. Lacan coming back into the game. She was good in the second quarter. Bernice has been playing really hard and well today. Free throws not going in for France. Badian takes the second and makes it.
That's her first miss in this tournament.
So Elena Siak there for France International.
Great post play out.
Puello has it knocked away by Lacan. Really tenacious. Pham has it on the baseline. The way this French defense plays, you don't want to pass up open shots, certainly not from mid-range like that. Now Lacan. Bounce pass back to a Yayi. And Salon kept it alive, but not able to control the rebound. And Ortiz, in a difficult spot, tries to get it to Turin's, but Turin's not able to corral it. Look at this. She thought Alba was going to get there.
So a turnover from France.
Layla
capitalized.
Salon for three. It's been her most challenging game to date, Salon. She's got 6 points. She hasn't made a three. We're not used to saying that.
At all.
Ortiz to Torrens, nice dump to Pham. Oh my goodness, Spain showing some quality.
Pham just moving constantly.
16 points.
Yeah, that's her best game yet.
Badian spins. Passes it back out. Lacon, high arcing three. Banks but doesn't drop. And Awa Pham. Martin Horzov, the Bulgarian referee, gets into the middle to try to separate players. I think he wants to clarify with the French players that Pham was going for the basketball. There wasn't anything intentional.
Yeah, it's just Pham's second foul, but there it is, that high pick and roll. She just gets on it, gets to the rim. Long lean steps and the finish. Pham playing out of her mind right now with 16 points.
Against Czechia, it was Carrera and Ayuso, and today it's Awa Pham, who's been pretty good for Spain. Here they are passing around. That's off. Good hustle. Puello, that was a dangerous pass. Puello goes behind the back. Some nice game, nice handles. Here's Ortiz, Zaragoza star. Now Carrera. Traveler on Ortiz,
Good
the
job
veteran.
from Lacon. Just they're trying to mismatch.
They have
Ortiz.
Spain, though, still trailing by 6 points, so they're right in it.
Yeah.
And a lot of work to do for France as we got a timeout on the court. 3:16 remaining in the third quarter, the first semifinal of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket, and this timeout called by Toupon of France.
On joue en marchant, on bouge pas. Les grandes là, quand vous faites un pic, plongez. On fait une fois, deux fois, trois fois. Là, il y a du monde, la balle ne bouge pas. Valou, quand tu vois que c'est comme ça, là, il n'y a personne. On ouvre des espaces pour jouer l'un contre un. Comme on a toujours fait du mouvement. Par contre, pour que ça marche, il faut être décollé de la ligne à 3 points. Soyez plus large. Passez main à main et attaquez derrière.
Well, France doing a really good job, to tell the truth, being tough on the defensive end, turning over Spain 13 times, turning those 13 turnovers into 12 points. They've only turned over the ball 8 times.
France cannot switch off mentally against Spain, though.
No.
It would be ruinous.
Yeah. And they can score quickly.
Spain are doing a great job of keeping this, staying within striking distance.
Yeah.
They beat them, different players, obviously, for the most part. Beat them in 2013 in the final, 2017 and 2019. So maybe Spain possibly with a slight psychological edge. Here's Lacon, and it's Torrens that comes up with a steal. Of course, she was with those teams, and she drives in and scores.
I was going to say that to you when you were rattling off those dates. I was thinking the only person who was part of those teams, of those French teams, was the Spanish. Torrens.
Torrens, yeah. 6 points, 5 assists. Made a couple of big plays today. That reduces the deficit to 4. Here's Astier. Oh, what a pass. What a finish from Ayayi.
Outstanding. Concentration on that. We've got a rolled ankle here.
And now Astier ties up Zaragoza. May have rolled the ankle, as you said. She's holding the right ankle, yet she falls down. Oh boy, Salon may have gotten away with a push on Terence. Look at this, Terence picking Lacan.
Still doing it at a fine Spanish wine age. 36, as we got an injury on the floor.
I mean, you look back at the career of Ayuso, hopefully she's okay. She was the MVP of the Copa de la Reina this season, and obviously in some pain, and that doesn't look good. The implications for today, and also for Sunday, and also remembering that there's no Martin.
Yeah.
So
no Martin. Hopefully she'll be okay. But they have been going 3 point guards. But they have Mariano Ortiz. But they're down to just 1. Where Coach Mendez has been playing his players, you know, through the group stage. He was going 11 players deep. You don't really see that. And this is the little twist. Oh, it was a quick one. I hate looking. I just saw that.
Well, you play basketball or you watch basketball, it's a common injury. But hopefully the terrific staff over there, physios that Spain have, will treat that and give her a chance to come back. Here's Pham. Bounce pass. Driving in, Puello fouled. So she will go to the line.
Yeah, they're going to retape it. I found when I was playing, obviously throughout the game, you're obviously sweating and perspirating. I found my shoes started to get looser, so I made sure every couple of minutes I would retie my shoelaces. Because
you weren't worried about cutting off your circulation?
No, I mean, I wouldn't keep it tight. I'm just saying redo them and keep the shoe tight, because they start to loosen up as you run, and you know, you're getting buckets. You know, here's a trap.
Great defense by Spain, almost forcing the turnover. I mean, they barely came up short of doing that. Astier open, that's off. France, a little bit of a shaky period here as Spain, despite the loss of Ayuso, coming back. Here's Ortiz, missing, but Pham with the rebound. Goes up and makes it, and she's having an All-Star 5 quality performance today.
Impressive, Pham.
18 points.
Yep, from 0 to 18 real quick.
And what will the psyche be of France if Spain do come back and take the lead? Puello going for the steal, and they do get the steal. And that Spanish defense has given them a chance to tie it or take the lead. Now France trying to pick it up on this end. Puello, bounce pass to Pham. Puello steps out and knocks down the go-ahead three. And Spain have come all the way back to take the lead.
Outstanding work and ball movement as they shout, "Vamos!" I told you about these teams. Both are very emotional, need big plays to get themselves going.
Astier, dangerous pass. Salon, Lacan for 3, rattles out. The rebound, Badian. The second chances, big for France. Pass deflected, and look at that. They come up with the basketball, but then Ortiz not able to control it and throws it into the hands of Badian. Final seconds, ticking off the clock. Terence comes up with another pick. She's going in for the layup, and that's right, folks. Alba Terence continues to make plays for Spain in her legendary career. Astier misses from deep, but what in the world? The DNA is championship for Spain, and with 10 minutes remaining, they have taken the lead.
Wow.
Ayuso, sprained ankle or turned ankle and all, watching as Terence shows why she's considered by many to be the GOAT of Spanish basketball.
8 points for her.
49-46, Spain lead it at the end of 3.
Well, here's the stats: 57% from 2, and the 3-point line isn't working for France, where it has been so much this tournament. 4 from 23. Those aren't dropping, so they have to figure out something else. How are they going to stop Alba Torrens with 8 points and just doing a bit of everything, but running through the passing lanes. Here's the third quarter, best plays. But there's one of her buckets, but she's in foul trouble, really struggled to get in any sort of rhythm. We said Spain were going to just stick around, and yes, they have. They're up 3 as we go into the fourth. Bam! On the other hand, 18 points.
Yeah, I mean, if you're saying, okay, one of these two players will have 18 points at the end of 3 quarters, Awa Pham or Ileana Rupert, you'd probably say Rupert.
You would. Especially
as Pham didn't score the quarterfinals, and she has been immense.
And this is the strength of this Spanish team.
Well, scan in the QR code to get Courtside 1891, where you can watch live streams, extended highlights, and stay up to date with the world of international basketball.
I think for this, there's the 16-3 run, but for this Spain team, you know, we're seeing Carrera go off, now Pham, so many different players can have their moment, and this is their strength in numbers. They go deep into their bench, they see multiple players come up, they don't drop off in their energy, and here they are, up 3 with the last 10 minutes to go. I knew this was going to be a fun one.
Spain defense always gives them a chance in games. They've been out-rebounded, but you can get some easy buckets, steals, and points off turnovers. That can change things in a hurry. And what's fascinating to me is the size in this France team has not, even though it's given them the rebounding advantage, they haven't been able to stop Pham.
Yeah, they haven't been.
Foposi, Salon, Badian, all in the game with Touré and Bernice. Shot clock about to expire. Does Bernice know it? Foposi does. She gets up the shot. Touré with the rebound. Boy, they came awfully close not to getting a shot off. Here's Bernice. Touré driving in, banking it in. Well,
quick.
Kudos to her, because remember, she drove and had the shot blocked by Carrera earlier tonight. Carrera not in the game. Echara is, and here's a chance for Bernice, almost forcing a turnover.
Well
Echari in the game, rather.
Ortiz sacrificing her body, those moments where she just dives on the floor and it bounces off France and it keeps the possession. And this quick move here.
Look at that. There's just so much talent in this France team. But again, there's just so much pride and winning DNA for Spain. You can just see it. They believe they are going to win every time they step onto the court. Ortiz able to get it to Puello. Shot clock about to expire. Oh! Did she get it off in time? No, she did not.
Well, good defense from France. Yet again, suffocating Spain. They couldn't even see the basket. And get the turnover.
Look at that young Spanish fan. Hello. Future Spain international, perhaps. Chance of Alain Leblanc trying to get the French going. Here's Touré. Look at Puello with the D, forcing the turnover. Pham picks it up, gets it to Torrens, and she's not going to miss. Incredible.
Alba Torrens out in transition again.
Somehow Spain can win this game. Sets up a potential rematch with Belgium if they win their game against Italy. In the last FIBA Women's EuroBasket.
Foul.
And there was Touré being fouled by Echari, yep. That was Puello. Boy, Puello is flying under the radar good. I mean, she's raising eyebrows, isn't she?
Here's Alba Torrens' finish. And she'll go to the bench. Great minutes from the vet. Absolutely. Just 23 minutes and 10 points from Alba as Torre.
You know, Alba, I mean, Alba Fam has been amazing today, but
yeah.
Alba Turin's is like, cometh the hour, cometh the superstar.
Yeah.
And she has waited to make her big contribution here, but still France back by just one. Look at the free throw shooting for Spain, 11 of 12. Once again, that is a stat that could be telling at the end of the game.
This defense though, Jeff.
France trying to pick it up. Badian guarding Fam. Don't think Spain won't Fam handling the ball out in the middle of the floor. Here they are, and Badian with 1.9 seconds remaining, fouls with the reach.
But France doing an excellent job, unfortunately, with that foul, but they're pushing Spain so far away from the bucket, but also making them turn their back so they can't even see an easy pass or a shot to the rim.
Fam is going to go out. Carrera's going to come back in. I think all the national team programs, if they're watching this game, all the kids, the one thing you would say is look at the intensity of Spain right now, especially. And it's, you know, France also playing.
Intensity of the game.
You have to be able to cope with the intensity. You have to have it.
Because France are denying everything for Spain.
Puello. Guarded closely, goes off 1 foot, hits it! A star's born! Puello really playing well.
How did she hit that? Had absolutely nothing.
24 years of age from Zaragoza. With the Zaragoza club. Been making waves in Spain. Here's Salon losing it out of bounds.
Yeah, she's struggled today, hasn't she? Just not tight with that crossover. Look at this. Shot clock running down.
I mean, how do you make this shot in that situation? All going off 1 foot. And doesn't matter who they are, whoever's playing for Spain right now seems to be getting the job done. Ortiz goes hard at Bernice. Bernice sticks with her. The ball thrown at the feet. Johnny, nevertheless, turns and scores. And I think Spain have their biggest lead of the game. It is indeed their biggest lead of the game. Salon is going out, Lacan coming back in.
Still 7 minutes and 6 seconds, so 5 seconds, excuse me, so still a long time.
It is, but some of the French fans watching this saying we've seen this rodeo before and it is not a rodeo that we enjoy. They can ill afford to fall any further behind. Lacan puts it up. Ortiz with the rebound. Here comes Puello for 3, doesn't hesitate. Well, if it goes in, you're like, wow, but now you wonder, was that the shot they needed in that situation?
Yeah, she said sorry.
That was a heat check.
Yeah, too early in the offense.
Ayayi needs to find her way into this. Here's Badian, and surrounded and fouled by Buenavida. Gets the second team foul.
Called it on the floor, so second foul for Buenavida. And you're right, only second team foul. And like I said, the Spanish use their fouls so smartly at timely moments.
And another foul, Spain. That's not going to count.
Buenavida.
Unfortunately for Torre. Buenavida, 2 quick ones for her.
That's a third. So just ran through Ayayi.
Yeah, Torre's like, hey, is she saying review it to see if I made the shot before the foul, or is she saying that was unsportsmanlike? And this is great news. Ayuso back in the game for Spain. Ortiz goes out.
That is good news that she tweaked that ankle, so they've taped it up.
Yeah, you do wonder about her mobility. Lacan whips the pass. Bernice for 3. France doing a great job on the offensive glass, getting it back for another chance. Oh boy, dangerous pass. Lacombe drives in, gets the ball up, but misses. Great defense by Ayuso. Remember, Spain looked like they were on the ropes 2 days ago against Czechia. Came back to win that game, and here they are now on top. Carrera for three, misses. And with 5.5 minutes remaining, France have to get this thing moving.
Yeah, again, a good defensive
Here it is,
stop.
much better. Repair passes it back outside. Ayayi, she's going to drive in, and she's fouled. And you almost wonder if Repair, when she gets the ball that low, she needs to go up with it.
Yeah, here's the drive and multiple hands coming down. Yeah, easy call. But for me, it's the defense. You know, even though they're down 5 now, France, they're getting good stops, or if not, making it super hard for Spain to get any easy looks.
Yayi takes her time, makes the first. She's only got 1 point in this quarter. The first half was outstanding, 13 points, and now just 3 points in the second half. And makes both free throws crucially. Coming up on winning time, Spain leading by 3. And Lacombe trying to knock it away from Puello, and she does get another hand on it. Puello throwing some good handles here. And the three-point shot from Ayuso misses. The ball lands on the head of Repair and is picked up by Minya Toure.
Again, defense suffocating.
Absolutely right.
It's turning up the heat here.
Lacombe to Repair, passes to Ayayi. And France now alive and kicking, closing the gap to 1. Suddenly the momentum goes back to the team in white.
And the little screen, and then Ayayi down the middle. They don't switch. Look at this. Great 3-man game.
Ayuso got left hung out to dry.
Outstanding job. But for me, obviously it's a 1-point game, but it's been the defense. 3-4 consecutive tough defense. They're not letting down, and that's how you get back into the game, is defense wins games.
You're right.
And they're able to get in this, and it's a 1-point game.
I mean, the defense really made the difference for Spain, and that is the only reason why France are in it, is because they've been able to pick it up on their end.
Indeed.
Yayi with 19 points, a joint high for her.
Yeah.
In the EuroBasket, she also had 19 against Switzerland this year.
Well, here we go, a little highlight package. Toure getting in among the action. Doing a great job, just being aggressive also. She's got 12 points. This will be the second person in double digits for France.
Tell you, how good has Awa Pham been today as you look at Minya Toure's shots? Awa Pham, only Danira Nakic has scored more points than Awa Pham in a women's EuroBasket semifinal history among all teenagers. She had 31 with Yugoslavia back in 1989. Here's Pham back in the game. I'm not sure she'll get 31, but her contribution today has been quite stunning. Here she is handing it off to Turin. Has it knocked away, and it's going to stay at this end.
Again, sound a bit like a broken record, but the defense, Toure there on Torrance, making it difficult for Spain to get anything. Here they go.
Pham, that's where they want her if you're France, away from the basket. Now she's going to roll. Ayuso, they get the switch with Repair. Ayuso steps back, misses the 3. Here come the French. Ayayi, a little bit of contact. Repair misses. Ayayi gets it, and she is denied down low by Carrera. She's looking at the ref to say I got fouled. Here's Pham. Shot clock winding down. Pham for three. Oh my goodness! She has done it all today, folks.
She's on fire.
Incredible.
Add the three to her score as well.
What impresses me is that she didn't hesitate to pull the trigger. Here's Lacombe driving in. Ball batted out to Mignottore. Do France look for a three? Do they drive? They're down by 4. Rupert open. Doesn't knock it down, but Bernice again hustles, gets the ball in bounds.
Good job from France.
And it goes Mignottore, and the offensive rebounding continues to keep the French in it.
Gosh, 14-1 offensive rebounding for France. Just dominated the boards.
Ayuso gets the double over to Carrera. She's open. And this time an offensive rebound for Spain by Awa Pham. Wide open, and Buenavida! Huge three-pointer. 2 big threes for Spain, and they go up by 5.
And it's the young stars. Buenavida punches the air, 21 years old. Absolutely nothing but net, splashes it in, and then Pham also hitting a 3. 6 points from the stars that we've been talking about all tournament long. Forces France into a timeout.
Well, Buenavida, you know, she gets those big minutes with Valencia Basket in the Spanish League and the EuroLeague women, and when you're battle tested, you can come out in games like this and deliver. So yes, she averages just under 5 points a game in the EuroLeague women back in 2024 when she was with Valencia, but
she's played minutes. You know, Coach Mendez has put her in the game. She had 9 points versus Great Britain, and then 7 also against Czechia. She's played minutes every game for this Spanish team. She's averaging those 6, but also just, I guess, just the ability to just play at this intensity and not care, you know, and not. Stupan just blows his lips and just can't believe it. But Pham here, this was it. She didn't see the pass and just lets it fly. The confidence, and that's what the difference is. Coach Mendez lets these young players play.
Both teams have 4 3-pointers. The difference, France 4 of 26 from 3-point range today. And that has been one of their, arguably their biggest weapons on offense. Today it has not been. Here's Salon. Continues to put him up, and she's foul shooting a 3 by Awa Pham.
So I'm not really. Let's have a look here. Yeah,
you know,
tell me.
Salon has had a great tournament. She hasn't shot it well today. No need to foul her in that situation.
No.
Goes to the line, makes the first. Head and hands. Nerves. Makes the second. You see Miguel Mendez saying, box out, box out. We can't afford to give away any more rebounds at this end of the court. Salon, you can see where she's had all of her misses today. I mean, much more red than usual.
Yeah.
Yet,
but knocks down the 3 throws.
Crucially.
Yeah.
And you almost wonder now, seeing the ball go through the hoop like that, if that's going to help her next 3 that she puts up. Spain. They go to Pham. Pham, guarded by Rupert. Pham not looking like a teenager right now. She gets blocked though. The ball goes to Ortiz. Carrera long 2. She misses, and it's Salon with the rebound. A chance for France to tie it. Or maybe go in front. Under 2 minutes to go. Riveting stuff. Bernice for 3. Got it! Look at that!
Massive 3. You know, she averages just under 1 point for this team, but 6-7 assists.
The confidence to take that shot. France back in front. Now Carrera. Ortiz goes behind the back, steps back, she's got it! Spain back in front with less than a minute and a half remaining. Bernice, Salon for three! Continues to struggle from deep. You almost wonder if Bernice should have taken the layup.
Yeah, I think she should have. It was wide open and decided to kick it out.
And Salon with the foul, and you do not want to foul. Well, it's a second team foul.
Yeah, only 2.
So it's not ruinous.
Good job from Ortiz, and then this is a big hit. Massive, obviously capable. Is a pass first point guard, averaging 6 assists, 5 points today.
Torrens gets into the paint, passes it back outside, and she was fouled by Repair. So her foul troubles get worse.
That's her 4th. Just kind of jumped on Torrens, so
she was not going to let her.
No, she wasn't.
Score there. 3 fouls. Maybe a little fortunate that Torrens wasn't able to get in the shooting motion. Ayuso has it, shot clock winding down. Excuse me, it's Torrens now. She's gonna have to put it up. She does, and she misses it badly. It's a 1-point game. What is it that France want? Do they want to get something driving to the basket? Spain sticking to him like white on rice. Bernice into the paint, back to Ayayi, gets blocked by Torrens. Another defensive play by the legend, and Spain lead by 1. France are going to have to get a steal, or they're going to have to foul, and they do get the foul on Ayuso, who goes down like a sack of wheat, trying to get like a sportsmanlike, potentially.
Well, she is on the floor here, and that block from the vet, the MVP of 2017. Look at this, the long arms, just gets enough on it, and then falls into.
Boy, Bernice swinging
Ortiz.
right there as well.
Yeah, let's have a look at, just kind of takes her out.
Wow.
So the referees.
She definitely hit her in the midsection. Spain appealing for an unsportsmanlike, so they're going to look at it.
Go have a look at it. Yeah.
Team, we are going to review if the foul meets the criteria of unsportsmanlike foul. Initial decision, normal foul. Let's see the play. Okay, what do we see? White 13 is going for the ball. Can we have a baseline handheld from right side? Baseline handheld. This, no, this. Handheld left. Yes. Okay, let's go normal speed. Just go normal speed. Opposite one, right, like I said. Okay, just now go back and play normal speed. So what I can see, she's reaching for the ball, and then we have a reaction also from red 6.
I agree, she's reaching for the ball. And
Okay.
overreaction from red 6.
Okay, so after review, the foul did not meet the criteria of unsportsmanlike foul. We stay with the normal foul.
18 points.
Yeah.
Well, big call. Certainly, Ayuso was holding her midsection, and everybody appealing for an unsportsmanlike for Spain. But I think, speaking objectively, to me, it looks like it's the right call.
Well, they had a look at it.
We heard him talk about it.
Yeah, there wasn't malice in anything she did, just went for the ball.
So now both teams over the limit.
Yeah, 2 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And if you can't get a steal, France, you've got to foul and put Spain on the line. And we know Spain have been making their free throws. Here's Torrens, and Salon does push Torrens, who will now go to the free throw line. Well, Torrens at the free throw line.
92%.
She's about as experienced as they come. Taking a long time and makes the first. First free throw of the day. She came into this game having hit 12 of 13. Now, if she makes this, France, you would imagine, are looking for the three. Spain may not give away a three. They might foul. Who knows?
Yeah, Tupan has called the timeout. There's his team down three.
Go back over the course of the game, and you think about it, you're down three. Just one more made shot, one more, one better possession.
But we knew that this game was going to be super close, right? There's the top scorers. We knew it was going to be fine margins.
I really thought France, they gave themselves, they went up by 10. But, you got to give credit to Spain for sticking in there, keeping it close, and France missed some opportunities to stretch their lead.
And it was really that third quarter we spoke about, how you come out of halftime. Spain win that third, 18-8. They were outstanding. They got out in transition, really got themselves going, excitement, the energy, and pushed back into that lead where, that's all you need. And then you're in it. And we spoke about also Spain just sticking around, staying, touching distance, down 4, down 5. Then they go on that run and they find themselves up 3.
Some long looks on the faces of the French fans, but there's been so much said about the quality in this team. With 16.3 seconds remaining, they've still got a chance. What will the strategy be? Look at that. 2 timeouts for Spain. No challenge left. France have a challenge, but no timeouts. And both teams have no fouls to give. Will France attack? Will Spain foul? Will they shoot a 3? They get open, and she misses. Torre chases. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay at this end. And what has happened to the three-point shooting for France today? It has been a nightmare.
Yeah, 5 from 29. Live and die by the 3, they call it. But a good look. They clearly went for the 3 to tie up the game. What did they go for? 11.6 seconds. Referee's going to have a quick chat about how much time. I'm going to review that signal.
They could be reviewing who this went off of, because in the final 2 minutes they can just double check and see who the ball has gone off of.
Oh, it's great.
Let's
get to listen in.
So we are going to review who goes the ball out of bounds. Initial decision, white ball. Let's see main camera at first. I cannot see anything here. Can we go main camera, because this is not main camera?
This is not the main camera.
Yes, just play normal speed. Okay, we have white shot. Stop. Okay, now we need just stop. Go few frames back. Forward, few frames forward. Stop now, stop. Now let's see which camera we can choose. Let's go tight shot. Go. We cannot see from this camera anything. Let's go split main. Go, go. Yes, just go.
This one.
So we have white, then we have, can we, handheld right, can you put handheld right? Yes, this one, just go now frame by frame. Let's move on. So we have white, then touch of the red. Now we have white, then touch of the red.
And then we need to see if there is a last touch by the white. After the red touch,
Because now the red touches and spin is going to the right side.
Go.
Now we have red.
Red, stop now. So now we have to see if there is a
Can we
last
put
touch
now
by the white.
baseline handheld? Yes, this one, handheld right. This, handheld right. Yes, this. I don't see any touch. Okay.
Okay, so I agree the red ball is the one who forced
Yes.
the ball out of bounds.
So after the review, we stay with the initial decision, white ball. White ball, yeah.
There you have it.
So they were indeed just checking, which they can do, and it's an important time. So 11.6 seconds left. Will France once again look for a three? And again, might Spain foul to prevent the three-point attempt? And you got to be careful if you do foul. Bernice, on her birthday today, not the present. Well, it'd be a great present to hit a three. She's got to get it up, and Bernice is fouled, and they waited a long time to commit the foul. Great job by Spain. It only leaves 2.4 seconds left, and I think we all know what this means. Bernice will try to make the first and miss the second on purpose. And then crucially, France would have to get the rebound. Medusa goes out, so they're going to bring in Pollo.
The first free throws of the tournament, knocks down the first.
What a time to make your first free throw. Now, presumably, she's intentionally missing this.
Yeah, referee says, wait, don't go too early.
Well, she does miss it, and Rupert gets it, she gets fouled! She got fouled by Ortiz! What a rebound, what a chance for France. They could not have asked for a better opportunity.
And that's what you want, right, is the reason why you try and miss that on purpose. What a lovely job. Turns around and shoots it.
She very well could have gotten all ball, but reaching in, it was always going to be tight. She's got to make both. Rupert makes the first. And this is why he's been so many hours practicing free throws. So hard to close games out. George Dikalakis, Stylani Kalsidou sitting courtside watching. Oh, she misses the second. And Spain are going to survive. And the most painful miss of Ileana Rupert's career at the free throw line has allowed Spain to escape, albeit with a well-deserved win, 65-64. Spain, in a thriller, have beaten France to reach the final of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket here in Greece.
Oh, that's her first miss of the tournament. Has been 100% beforehand, but it is the pressure, the nerves to knock that down, to put them into overtime. Couldn't do it, but Spain come out with the 1-point win. An intense game. I knew it was going to go down to the wire. I knew it was going to be a very small margin, Jeff, and it was. This was a thriller.
Well, Rupert had been perfect coming into this game. She did miss, actually, a couple of free throws before that in this game, but you hate it for her, but for Spain, you know, free throws, making free throws, and opponents missing free throws. The last couple of games has been their winning tonic, and France, I think, perhaps more than any other time before.
They gave themselves a chance there.
More than any time, and this has to be the most painful defeat to Spain.
Well, they missed the free throw, they get the rebound, they get the two free throws.
They had their chance.
You had the chance. It was exactly what you wanted. Unfortunately, don't knock it down, but vamos, Spain. They figure a way out. They turn over France 13 times and score 21 big points off of those turnover. Alba Torrance just comes up massive for her team. Fam, 21 points, and Alba Torrance with 12. Those were the only two players in double digits.
Shona, I mean, you hate it for France, but you have to recognize excellence when you see it. And the fighting spirit of Spain, they are never out of it. And for the second game in a row, they've come from behind. And this was an absolute thriller right to the finish, even. maybe if they got a little lucky with the free throw miss at the end, Spain deserving. The defense was incredible, really, for both teams.
Yeah.
And see the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers. Rebounding, no falls to France, but turnovers become big. And as Spain get to bailar and dance, Ayayi with 19 points, but Fam, 21 huge points, did it everywhere. She posted up, she got rebounds, she crashed to the basket, she shot that three that was massive.
I mean,
there.
What a performance by Alwa Fam.
Yeah,
the hype,
best play.
The hype is real. I mean, she is good.
Well, I think also not to get down on herself. Like you said, the last game she had 0 points, and she comes back.
There needs to be some more hype about Puello as well. I mean, Spain have got some players that have grown up in this tournament, different players stepping up. All credit to Mendez. He had his team locked in today. And France, who had just really made a bunch of threes in this tournament, come in against Spain today and were not allowed to get off the mark really in that sense.
Yeah, we spoke about the three-point shot. How is it going to look? How's Spain going to defend it? And they did it well. They shot 5 from 30 three-point shots. That's 16% for France. Really struggled beyond the arc. And some nice plays there, but also their main player, Janelle Salon, only 9 points. She went 3 from 11. You know, she's been big in this tournament and really struggled.
Yeah, she went from, you know, being in an MVP contention coming into this game to really struggling, but
just a great job overall. And they stuck together.
Spain have got underrated players. I will be the first to hold my hand up and say maybe you don't, you know, fully appreciate how good their team is coming into this.
Yeah.
And all they've done is storm into the final, albeit with a heart-stopping win over France. So those are the brackets, and now they will face the winner of Belgium against Italy. This is the FIBA Women's EuroBasket, and the action is always fast, furious, exciting. And you don't want to miss the next one, folks. Spain win it in a thriller, 65-64 over France. They advance to the final.